Diamond Ortiz.
What's up, dog?
Just this is not even. I didn't want to talk to you yet. Just do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the best in the West. Powerful, 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 powerful Truth Angels.
And you know this, man.
Okay, so that's Diamond Ortiz, and that's a rare breed of funk.
That's right.
And in having you come over, I realized that just talking to you while you're here, I was like, man, there was a period of my life where I was so influenced by funk and Zap and all that shit.
Yes, sir.
But I wasn't aware of it. It just was omnipresent. You go to backyard parties.
That's a good word.
A bit
for
older,
it.
Right?
Yes, absolutely. Pre-ironic stage where kids get into it because they're like, today we're into funk, like because it's cool and like I seen this cat do it. It's like, nah, it just is.
Right. It just is. Yeah. And, so I remember going to backyard parties, hearing Zap. And I think even back, Zap has been around, what, since the 70s?
Absolutely. This Friday, I know you don't know this. It sounds like I'm promoting my own shit, but I'm playing at the Zap 40-year anniversary show out at the...
That's amazing. That's what you should be doing.
In Ontario. I'm playing with Little Rob.
Okay.
Playing talk box for him. And we're out there with fucking Brenton Wood and Zap and... I think Evelyn Champagne King, Mary Jane Girls, one of those big like funk things at the Toyota Arena. Fool, it's gonna be amazing.
Living the funk dream.
It's amazing. I've got to meet them before, and they're the coolest. And it made me shed a thug tear. Just how funky and joyful they were. And fucking that fool stood there on stage. He busts out, ooh, woo, woo, bam, hit a backflip, and just kept going. Like they're incredible.
Who did that?
Zap.
Really?
Terry Zap Troutman. Bam, stood there, pow, hit a backflip just like that.
Damn, can you do a backflip?
Hell no.
I can't do that.
I would bust my head so quick.
He's got to be super old by now, right?
I would say all those fools are probably born in the like late 50s, early 60s.
In the 1800s when funk was invented.
BC.
Right. BF before funk.
That's right.
So anyways, let's talk about this. I hit you up to come through because I know you got the talk box. And you're one of the few people still out here doing it because, auto-tune is still going, right? T-Pain brought it back.
Yeah.
He brought back the auto-tune. And before then, no one was really fucking with it, right? And this is what, like 15 years ago, I would guess?
Yeah. Well, auto-tune kind of came into play. Yeah, T-Pain brought it to the forefront. But there's a guy from here who is also, like, that's my big homie, a guy named Fingadelic. Fingers is a pioneer of not only the talk box, but of auto-tune. And he did a lot of really important Cali hits. Like, remember that one, I love Cali in the summertime.
Yeah.
I love it. He did that, and he did a lot of Chicano rap. Like, he did Summer Nights for Little Rob, and he created Lean Like a Cholo.
Right.
And he did all these amazing talk box things, and he really pioneered that shit on the underground before, like, T-Pain really brought it to the forefront. So shout out my bro, Fingadelic.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and then T-Pain brought that shit out. Now, even to this day, like you're not really doing shit without a heavy effect, right? Like most people have,
unless you're like a fucking singer-songwriter type shit.
Everyone's got it. It's just everywhere. It's just part of the. It's just another like instrument in the arsenal.
It is.
And the thing is, when I'm looking at this thing, this shit looks like some fucking. This looks like some archaic S&M. This is some
you got
shit.
Tubes and wires and
tubes
fucking
and wires.
chains.
Like
and
somebody
all
invented this shit, right? Someone just invented it.
There's
right.
Been,
this is not like this doesn't come out of a factory. You bought this shit at Home Depot, like this fucking tube.
Oh well, this pedal kind of comes prefab, like it comes, designed for this.
That one does that too.
This one I had to jerry rig for you because we had to make two today, so I used my backup.
Right.
But there's been like many different incarnations of the talk box from like the 40s. There's some shit that's called like Harlem Blues that they was doing, and they had like a little puppet around or like a puppet with like a loudspeaker in its mouth or some shit like that. And they would play it with a guitar or a slide guitar. Yeah. And it was like a talking puppet kind of thing. You know what I mean? I am the spirit of the St. Louis Blues. And they had that in the 40s. And then there's like a clip that floats around on the internet of some country western guy doing it with a lap steel. Then Peter Frampton did it on
Oh,
guitar.
Frampton, that's
and
right.
Then Frampton did it on guitar. And the story, as I understand it, goes like this. So Frampton did it on guitar. Frampton inspired Jeff Beck to do it on guitar. Who was Jeff Beck's homie and writing partner, and they would like get together and write hella songs? Stevie Wonder. So Stevie and Jeff Beck used to kick it, and Stevie would see Jeff do it on the guitar and be like, motherfucker, give me that shit. I want to do it with my clavinet.
Right.
And so Stevie started doing it with the keyboard. And that's the story, is that he started it, and Stevie inspired Roger, and so on.
So if you're, can a man use a talk box and then can another man play his keys while that happens, or is that just like forbidden?
I think that that's forbidden.
You can't do that.
That's the forbidden dance.
I can't put. You can't hit the keyboard. I can't put your tube in my mouth while you play the keyboard.
Don't
right?
do that, Jack.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's-
The forbidden dance.
right. That too. Okay. So
When we were kids, me and my brother, we used to have a family band, and I was the bass player and he was the guitar player, and he would come up behind me and play the bass. I would put my arms out like this and he would play my bass, and we were brothers, so we could do that. We were rocking and rolling.
Right.
But if you do it with the talk box, I think that's
a no.
I don't think you want to do that, Jack.
Yeah, you might not get to do the next Zap, the next Zap reunion.
You might not be
get
at the next Zap reunion.
Where do you come from, man? Where are you from?
I grew up in the Bay Area.
Right.
Born in
Yay
San
area?
Francisco.
That's right.
Right. I went to high school and middle school in San Rafael.
Okay.
And I've been in LA for, it's going to be 6 years now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember the reason why I know you is you came. I think who brought you in? Silkworm brought you.
I think Silky brought me
Yeah,
in. Yeah.
Silky brought you
Mhm.
in. Silky, this is definitely in Silky's wheelhouse.
What
All
up,
this
Silk?
kind of funk,
What up to my boy
He's-
Silk?
funky. He's in the land of funk and pimps and that kind of like.
Because I think he was aware of Funk Freaks, and like I think he was aware of me from that. But also
Yeah.
at that time I was doing like a lot of shit with. I was on at that time. I think I had just done like the J305 album and some G
yeah.
Perico and Jay Worthy shit at that time.
Okay.
And I think that like between all that, he became aware of me.
Oh,
and what I was
so you
putting down.
Oh, okay. So you fuck with Jay and Perico.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm the only artist featured twice on the G Worthy album.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Shout
that
out
makes,
to my homies. What's up, players?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Jay Worthy's in that funk.
Polyester brought me in on that. My dog, Polyester the Saint, great musician, and he allowed me to come into a lot of situations to contribute, which was real cool.
There's a whole secret society of funk just happening right now, right? Like this. 'Cause
There
you guys
is.
are talking about. You got your boy here with the funk freak, like
Funk Freaks in the house. Shout out Big Debo
Right.
in the house. What up, though?
the funk freak. Like he's just talking about like the you have chapters in around the world. Like there's a whole secret of
Absolutely.
funk society. Do
Yeah,
you think? Go ahead. Do you think that when we do get into the end of the world and we all have to choose sides, is that going to be a faction? Will there be a funk army?
Absolutely. There'll be fools with socks up to their knees and Dickie shorts, just ready
Right.
to get down, eh? You
Just,
know?
just talk boxing, harmonizing and shit
That's the name of the game.
while
That's
you're
how-
fighting over cat food.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all can have that. We're gonna be funking over here.
So you try to run me. This shit is not as easy as it looks. Number one, I'll tell you.
I think it's deceptively simple. And part of the
Hold on. All I know how to do is this. Watch.
go ahead. Tell them where you're from. Say California.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, look who woke up.
She's like, hey, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, she's from California too.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
California.
I feel you.
right. It's like Roger Troutman, and then I'm Stephen Hawking's over here. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like it's
basically, it's the same. It's technology, really. My homie Bosco, another talk box legend and innovator and architect of the sound. Bosco is famous for producing a lot of the great mob funk of the late 90s from the Bay Area, like a lot of the great E40 shit.
Yeah.
Remember LIQ Store and Let Me Borrow Your Broad and all those great E40 songs.
Oh my God,
with talk
E40.
box. And so Bosco invented a talk box that's not this, but it's a wearable device. And it's basically two loud speakers that vibrate your vocal cords.
right.
And it's hard for me to get it as like fat as this, but he's a master on this thing. And that is basically what you're talking about, the
It's
like the
just
Stephen
homemade.
Hawking thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Can you go to the
Yeah,
store?
because this is that too. But then you could play hella notes and all of a sudden it becomes music because there's more than one note.
If I just went like this, it would be straight Stephen Hawking shit.
You feel me?
Right.
But if you go like this, it could be that Stephen Hawking shit. You know it's hella funky and baby.
Let me tell
feel me?
you about quantum physics.
Yeah.
Imagine if Stephen Hawking had a keyboard.
Dude, he would be cold with it, man.
He'd be sick.
Or it's like the old joke, the old meme, you know, where you go behind the fan and you're like, computer love.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? To get
Yeah,
the effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Before I got a talk box. So I got my first one in like 2009. I finally got one. And I always grew up playing bass and, you know, guitar and shit in my family band with me and my big brother and a drummer, and we were rocking. And
It was just you two?
me and my brother and a drummer. We were
And
a
a
power
drummer.
trio.
The family band.
The family band. That was the first incarnation of Diamond Ortiz. That's our last name, you know?
Right,
and we were
right.
like, we have a hyphenated last name. We
Right.
wanted it to be like Van Halen. We were like, fuck yeah, it's Diamond Ortiz.
Right.
You feel me? And then I got really into production and shit. And I finally, like, I had Pro Tools for years and I fucking hated it
Yeah.
because it's so dry and it's not really like a creative space. And then I discovered GarageBand one afternoon by mistake.
Right.
And it was off. And they had a little auto-tune thing in there and it was great. And I was started like figuring out MIDI shit. And then I dreamed about a talk box for hella long. And what I used to do before I could find one or buy one, I would take earbuds. You know, I would buy like cheap ones, like 3 or 4 packs because you blow them out and you plug it into the back of here and you just put the earbud in your mouth. And it's basically the same thing as this.
Oh, really?
And I would blow them out after 30 minutes, but it was like the funnest shit ever.
Right.
And I would do it like hella times a week, you know, and just buy them and blow out one side, then blow out the other side. And then you change pairs. And I finally saved up and I got one.
And so much of the shit with this music is like trial and error, just making shit up, right? Like the
Absolutely.
dude Bosco built his own rig that goes on his neck. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and it's about what works for you and making the
Right.
most out of the least. And you don't need anything fancy. I think the less fancy your shit is, the better you're bound to get at it. You know what I mean? But anyway, so fast forward, I had my shit for a couple months, and the first song I ever did that was like post Diamond Ortiz family band and was like this Diamond Ortiz on Talkbox on a West Coast track was with Nipsey Hussle. The very first track I ever did.
No shit.
In 2010.
No shit.
2010.
That's
fool.
crazy.
Crazy. And I did it in my
Whoa.
room when I still lived in the Bay, way before I moved to LA.
Yeah.
With my homie Disco Boogie. Shout out to Disco from Inglewood. Great producer, great guy. You know, that's the homie. And he's like, I answered a Craigslist ad. I was still living in the Bay and I would peruse
Get the
LA
fuck outta
Craigslist.
here.
This was like, you know, many moons ago, fool. It was like a whole different digital landscape pre-Instagram. Instagram didn't even exist at that time. You
Yeah.
feel me? Anyway, he said, need somebody who could do auto-tune. I'm like, well, I don't do auto-tune, but I could do this. I could do this. And he sent me a track and we did this track.
Well, it's a golden state of.
Or like,
It's a golden state of mind. We hustling all the time.
and it was called Golden State of Mind, and it was nothing to it, but it was hot in the streets on the like the West Coast blog streets that summer.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
And it was dope. That shit
Damn,
was
different
dope.
time. Pre-Instagram.
This was, remember Dub CNN?
No, what was that?
It was like a message board. It was like
No,
a.
I
It
was
was
never on message
I
boards.
never was on that shit, but I only became aware of it because this song was like, you know, people
Popping on the message
enjoyed
boards.
it, and I never really had anything like on the internet ever. You know, at that time, I was playing at bars and playing at clubs with my brother,
Right.
And we were rocking crowds. But to have something on the internet that like kind of gained its own life, like tripped me out, and it kind of really started to. I started to understand, oh, Diamond Ortiz could be like this thing, you know?
Yeah.
And there were some like cool West Coast tracks bubbling at that time. And then Disco put me on with, right after the Nipsey one, the next one I did was Corrupt.
Right.
And we did a music video. And I still lived in the Bay at that time. And we drove down one weekend and we did a video right here at Griffith Park.
Oh, no shit.
And it was cool. Corrupt pulled up and there was like hella homies. And we were barbecuing and little kids and Lolos. And it was dope. And that was my first music video I was ever in. 2012 was
crazy.
with Corrupt.
Right.
And yeah.
Wow.
And then it was, I mean, that was 3 years before I even moved to LA.
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Hella cool. So it's been this amazing journey and I've been able to contribute to something I love so much, you know?
Yeah. It's obvious that you love it.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you're like
We
fully
love this
invested
shit.
in this shit.
We
Like,
love it. And
yeah.
it saves my spirit. Not even my shit, but just like the music. And I love
Right.
being part of something. It's cool
Right.
to be part of something, you know?
we're all adults here. Some of us are older than we'd like to mention, and still prank calling people and bothering them while they're trying to work. And some people just like to relax by turning on the TV and binge watching the show they've seen 10 times for an entire 24-hour sprint while they're... Can I say that? Some people like to choose their relaxation. So for some people, relaxation is a hammock and a pie. And for some people, that's very relaxing. And for some people use nicotine to relax. I personally used to smoke cigarettes, so I was a person who definitely relaxed with a nice hot blast of nicotine in my mouth via the smoking receptacle. And sometimes you just need to unwind after a long day with a nice blast of nicotine. And maybe you don't want to smoke a cigarette because it's horrifying what it really does. If you really think about smoking, and what you're doing is you're inhaling a carcinogenic cloud into your lungs, and day by day you're wearing yourself down for the inevitable. I used to smoke cigarettes, and I'll tell you, at the end of the day, on a hot day like this, I'd smoke a cigarette and just be disgusted with myself. Hot air in my lungs, and then I'd smoke a big hot cloud of smoke, and I just sit there and I think to myself, why were you born? Why did you do that? Why did you smoke this cigarette? One more mark in your card of death in your lungs of agony. That's what I felt like smoking cigarettes. And sometimes I'd say to myself, I want the sweet release, the calming sensation of nicotine without the smoke and the horrible breath. Your breath smells literally like shit all the time. It's horrible. You might as well just chew on a dog turd and light it on fire first. That's what you should do instead of smoking. Lucy Nicotine is a company that was created to help nicotine users find a cleaner option and feel better about the ways they consume nicotine. I personally hated smoking cigarettes. I couldn't stop smoking them, but I hated the way I felt, tasted, looked, and smelled. And, the latest product from Lucy Nicotine is slim nicotine pouches, which contain pure synthetic nicotine and provide the same satisfaction that nicotine users expect without any tobacco at all. I mean, you're really cutting out a lot of middlemen here and going straight to the source, which is the nicotine. Lucy Slim Pouches use the newest technology for synthesizing pure nicotine in the lab. None of the tobacco, all of the nicotine satisfaction. Lucy Slim Pouches include both coconut oil, which I love, and gum base, which I love, to provide a soft, fluffy texture that enhances the flavor and doesn't dry out your mouth. They come in 3 strengths, 4, 8, and 12 milligrams. I'd be a 12 milligram guy myself because I want to relax with a nice, relaxing feeling of nicotine coursing through my veins, somehow making me calm, but at the same time, giving me unknown powers. 3 exclusive and delicious flavors in this product, and that's spearmint, mango, and cool cider. It's 2021. Don't compromise when you're choosing your nicotine products. Go with the newest tobacco-free options from Lucy. Powerful Truth Angels listeners, go to lucy.co and use promo code PTA2021 to get 20% off your order of Lucy Slim Pouches or any other Lucy products. That's lucy.co and use promo code PTA2021 at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains non-tobacco nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co, and be sure to use promo code PTA2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think because you talk about E40.
Mm-hmm. I love E40. He changed my life.
Yeah.
The first time I heard him.
Yeah, E40 is something else. He definitely had, and his shit was, I haven't listened to E40 in years, right? I remember I had some serious time spent listening to him, and he definitely had this version of funk, that Bay Area kind of
he had his own version of funk. That was a couple guys, Mike Mosley.
Sorry, is he good on mic?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
cool.
It's only back too far.
Got you.
Sorry.
But yeah, so E40 had a little team of cats. It was Bosco, who I was just talking about, Mike Mosley, and a guy named Studio Tone, and a guy named Sam Bostic. And that brand of Bay Area funk is so supersized and fucking bombastic and funked out, as E40 would say. Sound like a gorilla stepping up out the trunk, ho. You feel me?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
I mean,
and the first time I heard it really flipped my understanding of how you could do it and be yourself.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I
sh-
love about him.
That shit too, that. I remember when he came out, and it was his whole family was rapping. Sugar T and what was his brother's name?
D Shot.
Yeah, and then
Be Legit.
Be Legit. Yeah, yeah.
I got to do a session with those two one
You
night.
did?
It was
That's tight.
dope. You know who I met that night? Who was there? I walked in, and Neff the Pharaoh was right here, and then sitting right here in the chair, Bushwick Bill.
Oh shit.
And I met him, and I said, "What's up, Bushwick Bill? It's an honor, homie." He said, "Who going to the store to get the snacks?" Oh, gee. And that's my Bushwick Bill.
He thought you were a
story.
runner. He's like,
He probably thought I was a runner. Yeah, he's
yeah.
like, "Who's this fool?"
Yeah.
Guaranteed, I get it.
I mean, there's a whole world that happened in the late 90s. I had a buddy of mine who was heavy into just Bay Area gangster shit.
Yeah.
And there's like a universe there
Dude,
of stuff.
There is a fucking universe.
A universe.
And
like,
do you know that there's a CD resale universe of that shit?
Oh, I bet.
Like Italian fools buy those CDs
Right.
for $600, homie. Like random shit like
Young Selsky.
Two
and
Hard
fucking-
Hustlers from
Yeah.
fucking Concord, California. They made 30 copies. Like just the most
Yeah.
random shit. But fools
Yeah.
be like, "Oh yes, I want this." Like on Discogs, those fools
Yeah.
go crazy for that shit.
Fuck. And they had
Fuck.
those compilations too. I had a couple of those compilations. Like,
Deep into Bay.
yeah, just like the, man, there's so many of these dudes. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even.
I missed a lot of that as it was coming out. I mean, I've always been in like, I'm just an old school head since I was 11. Like,
Right.
you know, I've been buying Dion CDs since I was, you know, I was the only kid in 6th grade that had a lowrider bike and buying Dion CDs and,
Right.
you know, and doo-wop compilations and shit
Right.
like that, you know.
You might have been born in the wrong time.
I'm born in the exact right time, so we
Okay,
here, and I'm here to
okay.
bless up the thing with the old school jams all the time.
Okay, that's right. So do you wanna rip off a few tracks for us real quick?
I could jam a little something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Diamond Ortiz.
I'm here a powerful truth and Jones. With my homie two-tone, I came to get down. But I wanna do it one more time before I leave just like this, baby.
Damn.
Now wait a minute. Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, California knows how to party. Oh, California knows how to party in the city. Oh, LA, Los Angeles. In the city. Oh, motherfucking Los Angeles, California, somebody scream. We keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin'. We keep it rockin'. Bounce, 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 bounce. Shoo-doo-doo-doo. I'm playing in Hollywood. It's understood while listening to the back. I'm working on Broadway every day to the preacher's right. So rough, so tough. Out here, mama. So rough, so tough. Out here. So rough, so tough. Out here, mama, mama. Oh, California knows how to party. Oh, California knows how to party, y'all. In the city, the city, the city, the city, the city.
and that's all you're gonna get.
Wow. Crazy.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, man, we just jamming. I love that song right there very much.
It's like the greatest hits of that era, right? California into So Rough, So Tough into
It's kind of
Right.
like my version of a medley.
Right,
I
as a
made a little
medley.
post
That's the
about
word.
this song on Instagram the other day because I was thinking about it. But that song, I love it very much. So one of my OG mentors, are you familiar with something called Rappers Rap Records?
Nope.
Rappers Rap is original Los Angeles pre-hip hop, what they used to call like disco versions, right?
Disco, yeah.
Like they would do extended 12 inches of like popular songs at the times, and they would basically like toast on the mic. Well, my name is Disco Daddy,
Yeah.
and it was pre-hip hop, and
like right before LA Dream Team and shit, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
late 70s. So South LA and pre Uncle Jam's Army
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
There was a thing called Rappers Rap, and they put out a lot of shit. And there was one guy from that crew named DJ Flash who became one of my homies a few years ago. Anyway,
Right.
so that song, we were working on some shit, and I've worked on a bunch of shit with him. He gave me the studio multi-tracks,
Right.
which is like fucking incredible, you know? The real original studio multi-tracks, the hi-hat, the snare, the bass, the guitar from 1981.
Right.
And I'm only one of like 4 people, as far as I understand, is me, DJ Flash, Battle Cat, and then our homie Jay Segura that has those multi-tracks. And he asked me to redo the drums, and I was able to finesse it, make it sound fat, do it my way, add some zap claps, kind of redux it. And I've been performing that song as my closing song like every gig since fucking 2013, 14. And
Crazy.
I love it, man. And I say it's the Cholo bat signal. You play that shit at any party. It could be
Right.
crack. It could be not even cracking. You play the first 3 notes of that. It's like, bam, elbows, dance floor, cracking. You know what I mean? That song is magic.
Right.
And it will forever be. And that's the sacred scrolls of the West Coast funk. You feel me? So I love it very much, man. And me and Debo, we rocked that shit at the Hollywood Palladium for like many thousands of people one night, and
Wow.
all sort of dope shit. So that song is magic, and I love that I'm able to like kind of rep those sacred scrolls of the funk in my little way.
The Sacred Scrolls of the Funk.
You feel me? Sacred scrolls, like you were talking about after the big bomb blast goes off, and people are gonna be talking about that.
Right.
Which side to choose? You know,
Right,
the sacred
yeah. You
scrolls
gotta
of the
pick a
funk
side.
shall exist.
Right.
The sacred scrolls shall exist. You feel me?
The Sacred Scrolls. I think we should call some people, and I think we should get on the phone
I think we should do
and
that.
hit them with the talk box.
We're either gonna make or ruin their day. So let's
Yeah,
see
I
what we
think
do.
I think they're gonna like what I have to say to them, and I think that when you come in and hit them with the box,
Let's
it's
do it.
gonna be good.
Tickets ready, we can help you.
Hey Don, how are you?
What's this?
It's Gregory. I want to call about some devices.
Huh?
Do you guys have any devices?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's do a little rundown of what you got. I'm just thinking something lower half of the body between knees and crotch, but whatever you think works for me will work for you. What do you got? You have anything that vibrates?
We have vibrators, and we have dildo, and we have other stuff.
Okay. Anything that I can strap on my head, elbows, feet, face, and torso? I want to feel the whole body shake. I want everything to quiver.
Yeah. Come in the store so we can decide what's best.
Anything that feels a little funky?
Huh?
You got anything that's funky?
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Because I'm freaky.
Freaky.
Because I'm freaky.
I want to feel your body
I
down.
wanna feel your body down.
What do you think?
Come
No?
in the store.
Oh, well, we got to bring all our equipment if we come in the store. I got roadies. I got Diamond Ortiz. The whole crew's coming. So
What
it's
up,
going to
what
be,
up?
we want to touch your vulva.
I wanna touch you, baby, 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 baby.
What do you think?
Coming in.
Okay, your game. Well, let's just run this down on the phone. If I come in with my whole crew, it's probably 13 of us. I got roadies. I got to bring the truck by. We're probably going to be buying dildos by the crate load, vibrators, pallets of vibrators. Yeah,
So many, so many, so many.
so many vibrators. I mean, I want enough vibrators that if I was to make a bed of vibrators, I would just float.
Okay.
Do you have the batteries?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any chance that we could have sex?
We have a cordless vibrator one.
Yes, I have a big one.
USB.
Pretty good. Yeah, USB. Yes, I will plug into your USB slot, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's wireless.
Wireless. Yeah, that's the best kind.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute. I love you.
That poor son of a bitch. She's like, what the fuck?
He wouldn't hang up on me. He would
It's so fun. Yeah, that
He
shit
wouldn't
was
crack.
hella
That's a
funny.
great. I need to go there and buy a vibrator. He's such a good. He's
support.
very professional.
What a
Just
good sport.
What a good.
What a good sport.
He wasn't even phased.
He probably
just-
got so many of them through the years.
That's just he's calling the sex shop. Prank calling the sex shop is just bush league bullshit. This is my warm up.
This is
I'm
warm
doing
up.
I'm doing the 12-year-old version stuff. Like you got to cycle through.
We're ramping up.
We're gonna ramp up. Eventually, we're gonna call the Library of Congress. And I'm just gonna get into a deep philosophical discussion about the Constitution of Funk.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm speaking about someone. I need to talk about some salads.
What was it?
Salads. It's the days of salad. I need to talk about salads.
Wait, I can't
Can you
hear
hear me?
you. What
Can
did you
you-
say?
Can you hear me now? I need to speak to someone
Yes.
about salads. Now, here's the thing.
Salads?
Yeah. I know you guys have a lot of different salad choices. And what I want
Mm-hmm.
to talk about is let's just get into it. I mean, I know you got a cornucopia of vegetables that you put inside the salads. And I just want to make sure that the kale is massaged.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'll transfer you to the deli, okay?
Well, okay, but I'd like to talk to you instead. Do you know about the kale?
Yeah, I know about the kale, but I don't really know about anything about what they do with the salad bar because the deli is the one who handles that.
Okay, but you know that the kale has been prepared and massaged and bring up in
Yeah, so I can't really answer you about that because, like I said, we're not the one who manage all of that. It's the deli. So if you have any question with that, I'll suggest you talk to the people in the deli because they're the one who prepare all of the food
Got
that
you.
they put in the deli
No,
and stuff.
okay, got you. That's fine. But I'd love to talk to the people in the deli. But what I want to know is if they do massage the kale, is it like a Swedish massage or is it just some shiatsu?
I have no idea.
How do they do it? Okay, let's talk to. Listen. If we're gonna get into a whole salad conversation, I want to make sure that we're on the same page. Okay, and I love salads.
I love it, I love it, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? And salads are a part of my life.
Part of my life.
And sometimes I'll just take a salad, put it in a blender. What do you got? A green smoothie. Walk with me.
Talk with me, baby.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I could help. I could send you to the deli, and then they'll talk to you what they do with the salad bar that they
Okay.
make.
I mean, do you ever just put
But
grapes?
I wanna know if you rub it. I wanna know if you love it. I wanna know if you put that kale in. It's as good as it gets and it gets somewhere. I wanna know, baby. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me.
Let us know. We want salads. We'll make you a ballad, and it's valid that we have this salad. Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Are you still there?
Put me on hold. Fuck.
Let's see.
I want more. I want more.
Okay. I don't think they're biting. Let's try someplace else.
Okay.
We're gonna get lucky. Let's try
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
It was closer.
There's a lot of things that I like to wager on. First off is Omar's lifespan. Is it going to happen this year? Is it going to happen next year? Is she going to hold on another 5 years? Will she be the oldest living Shih Tzu in Los Feliz? Who the fuck knows? But I bet you if I had a place to place that wager, I would want to do it somewhere on a website because I trust the internet. Winning season returns at mybookie.ag and it's time to get in the action. First-time players can get started by doubling your first deposit, giving you the firepower to add excitement to the games you love. College football odd boost, NFL lock of the season, and over $500,000 in contest prizes live on site to make this winning season your best ever with MyBookie. With a historic 18-week schedule offering more action than ever before, you need a sportsbook casino that's reliable, and you won't find a better place to play than MyBookie. I know you're going to bet this season, so do the smart thing. Sign up with MyBookie and use our promo code PTA to get your first ever deposit matched dollar for dollar. That's extra money credited to your account instantly for just using promo code PTA and making your first deposit. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.ag.
Hello, this how may I help you?
Hi, who am I speaking with?
This is
This is Tropical Dave. I want to call about some clothes. I'm looking to get some gifts for my friend, my extended family, maybe my aunt.
I'm sorry?
I'm looking for some gifts for some extended family. My aunt's just coming in from Birmingham, and I'm hoping to get something for her that's kind of ethereal, kind of beautiful, something wavy, maybe with some peonies on it. What do you think? You got anything good in there?
Yeah, what time were you thinking? We close at 6.
You close at 6. Yeah. Oh, man, it's going to be... Can you guys... Is there any way I could come in 6, maybe 7? You guys stay open for a minute. I just want to come in. I want to feel the vibe. I want to just make sure. Do you guys have crystals?
What time were you thinking of coming in?
Well, if I could come at 6, but we could just kind of like vibe out and keep the place open for a little bit. And I just kind of want to feel the vibrations there and see what the vibe is really like. Because I think that my aunt coming in from Birmingham, of course, would love some beautiful garments and maybe just wants to kind of triangulate what the thing is that we really want to feel. And I feel she would love something really funky. And
Okay,
Deborah.
well, we close at 6. We can, if you know what you want, we can stay open for you. But if you're going to shop around, unfortunately, we close at 6, so we won't be able to stay open past that.
Maritza,
Can you stay open a little bit later for me?
Hello?
just a touch. Yeah. Sorry, Uncle Greg is in the room. And I just want to make
Okay.
sure. Greg, I don't know. Can they don't want to stay open for us.
If you know what you want, we can stay open for you. If not,
Do you have any-
unfortunately, we do close at 6, but we open tomorrow again at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
I know what I want, and I want you, baby.
How about some blouses?
Okay, well, if you come in past 6, unfortunately, we will be closed.
Okay, we'll be there at 7:30. Stay open for us because we're going to bring in the funk. And let me tell you,
Okay, all
there's a
right.
history.
All right,
There's
we'll
a history
see you
here.
at 7:30 then.
Okay, Maritza, be there.
All right, bye.
Okay, wait, hold on. Please don't hang up on a customer.
She was like, okay, fine.
Dude, people, when I was younger, I would prank call people, they would get angry. No one gets angry.
Yeah.
Everyone's just
man.
kinda like-
I don't think anybody is used to really answering their phone. I don't think anybody's like willing to bite anymore, you know?
It's pretty good, though. It's funny.
Can I help you?
All right.
Yeah, this is
Yeah, I want to get some yogurt.
okay.
I want to get creamy, dreamy, oh so vanilla
what can I get for you
baby,
today?
baby.
Chocolate yogurt with some brownie crumbles. That'll be the first order. Quarter of that.
You said salted caramel with brownies?
Yeah, brownie crumbles. And then let's get some pistachio licorice with a swirl.
What size bowl?
Sunflower, 40-ounce bowl would be great with some base in it. Can I get some fun?
Baby.
40-ounce bowl?
Yeah,
All right.
some funky caramel sauce on the side would be wonderful.
And you
And I'd
know
like to-
that, you know that, you know that, you know what I want, baby.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Give me a touch.
Just a touch.
Did she
Hello?
hang up on
Hello? Not having it.
Not having it. She knew that was
No
some
sense
bullshit.
Thank you for calling Melrose. This is how can I help you?
Hi, Peepee. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. Listen, I just got to talk to someone. My son came in here the other day to try to offload some Diadoras, and he was met with a lot of attitude.
Sorry, what was that?
My son, Steven, came in the other day and tried to offload some Diadoras. He was met with a lot of resistance, a lot of attitude. And he also had a great blouse that nobody wanted. And the thing is, I think it's a quality item, both of them, all three of them. That's 2 shoes and 1 blouse. And I don't think that he should have had the same reception that he got when he tried to sell the items. And I think that he had great stuff. And, you know,
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What do you know when his appointment was?
yeah, it was a couple days ago, and I think he's talked with someone named Shirley or Nicholas or maybe someone named Greg, and I don't know exactly the name. But Steve, do you know what happened to you when you came in? Because I'm hearing your side of the story, and your Diadoras are beautiful, and they should have bought them. I would have paid a couple $100s for those shoes myself.
First they touched me, then they held me, then they pulled me so close.
Can you understand what we're getting at here? It is a mess. He is inconsolable, if you ask me.
Wait,
you
I'm
want
sorry.
it?
I'm having a hard time hearing you. I am one of the managers here. Do you know what day his appointment was? We should have sent an
I'll let him speak to you. I'll let him talk
confirmation
to you.
email with the time,
I
date, and
just,
location.
I just want to know why you treat me so bad, why you make me so sad, baby.
Tell him, baby.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me, baby? Talk to me.
Pee-pee, are you there?
Okay, so getting friends right now.
What's going on?
Hello.
Yes? We'd love a resolution.
How can I help you, my friend?
We'd love a resolution.
I would love to know why you treat me so bad, why you make me so sad.
Oh, I'm at the bar. If you're looking for me.
This is ridiculous.
That's right, baby. Talk to me, I talk back. How you feeling? How
Okay,
you
Mr.
feeling?
Autobox, talk to me, talk back, bring that bing, Jim.
Talk to me, baby. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at
You
tonight?
know where you call, stop playing with me.
Don't play with
This
me,
is
baby.
getting-
Call the right one, baby.
This is
We
getting
got
out of
time
hand.
today, baby. Oh, I got and I baby, who can I? Can I get that with a bell? Let's ring the bell.
There's a bell.
And then she hung up. That was the one we
She
wanted.
crushed. She
Shout
crushed.
out to Pee-Pee or whatever.
Hey, Pee-pee.
Shout out. You killed it. Good shit. She said, okay, Mr. Bok Box, Talk
She's
Box.
like, you found the right one today.
We got her. I knew we'd get her. Hey, she was
That was
groovy.
good.
She was groovy.
Pee-pee broke it off.
Go ahead. Shout out to
See,
Pee-pee.
that was an example of a phone call gone right. They had a great time. They got involved in it. It
And
was
she
fun.
knew,
No one's
she
feelings
knew
got
what
hurt.
was going on.
Press 4 for store feedback. Press 5 for zombie tech squad animatronic support.
Zombie Tech Squad animatronic
For
support.
return and
That sounds like
exchange related questions.
That's what's up. Zombie Tech Squad.
Please press 1 for animatronic support.
Hell yeah.
Animatronic
Press
support.
2 for in-store experience assembly.
Zombie support.
Thank you for contacting the Zombie Tech Squad animatronic support.
Sick fools.
Please
These are the
have
fools we
any
want.
detailed information regarding your call so we can best assist you.
That's some new shit. They didn't have that. Didn't even exist.
Good evening. You reached Zombie Tech Services. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm having an issue with my zombie, actually. My son came outside, and the thing is, my son came outside, and he was just going to go to school, and he came across the zombie, which we've nicknamed Gerald. And Gerald scared him so badly that he lashed out. And the problem is that my son also had a evacuation in his pants when he lashed out. So not only did he break maybe Gerald's arm, but he also is himself covered in refuse. And we're having a bit of an issue because Gerald's kind of become a member of the family.
Covered in what?
The duty.
Okay. And what animatronic is it?
Well, I don't know what the name is. It's VX45 maybe. Steve, do you know? Anyway, Gerald, we call him Gerald. He's scary, but he scared my son so bad that my son evacuated his bowels and also urinated on himself. And he thought he was going to go to school, but he almost ended up in hell.
Mm-hmm.
And he's scared. And I don't know how this happened. I think that we put him behind the mailbox, and my son usually likes to open the mailbox 14 times before he gets on the school bus because he has OCD. And then he taps it with his nose, and he did not see Gerald. And Gerald scared the living, quote, bleep shit, I'm sorry, out of him. And I'm sorry to say it in that way, but it was scary. But the thing is, the long and short of the story is that Gerald broke his arm.
I broke my arm.
Oh, okay.
So what do we do? I'd like a new. Listen, I love zombies. I'm not gonna lie, they're great.
I love zombies too.
Yeah, it's nothing that I'm not afraid of is being without a zombie on Halloween or Christmas. And if there was a Santa zombie, I'd buy that too. I'll buy all your zombies. But the thing is, my son, he needs some reparations.
I need reparations. Stat.
Unfortunately, at the moment, we don't have any extra parts.
Okay.
So,
Well-
unfortunately, there's no way to service
So what-
replacement parts. or
So what if we
anything like that.
replace the unit?
We don't have any.
Replace my
Control
unit.
box, voice box, devices. We don't have any of those things.
Can you replace my unit?
What about a tarantula? You have a giant
I
animatronic
cannot.
tarantula?
Mr. Gerald.
Can you please replace my unit, baby?
If I had the pieces, I would.
I would too. You know, I want you to replace my unit, baby.
Replace it.
That one sounds like Kanye West. That one sounds really good.
Nah, Kanye West sound like me.
Yes. That's great.
Can you listen real close, baby? I want you to replace my unit, and I want you to replace my unit now. Because I need it, and I want it, and I want you, baby. I want you.
We'll be by later with all of our zombie parts.
That's right.
Have a good day.
Alrighty.
Love you.
You too. Bye.
Oh, I love you.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, that's a sick jam. Is this the one that's been in the meme that's been all over the internet this week?
I think so. Yes, that's the one.
The one with the This one been slapping for years. This song is everywhere. I wonder who created it.
I never noticed it until I heard it in that
Fucking
meme.
funny, dude.
It's so hard. People are just jamming. You gotta do, dude. Sing over this shit.
You can put me on hold anytime. I'll wait for you, baby, on the line.
This shit slap. Ambient.
Yeah.
You feel me? Vibrational.
There it is.
With Hollywood, how can I help you?
Go back
Hi,
to the
may I
song.
speak to someone in grooming?
In grooming? Yes, give me 1 second.
Okay, back to the song.
Back to the song.
Mama. And you know it for sure, and for sure, it's for
Ooh, little chord change. A little modulation.
Grooming, how may I help you?
Hi, I'm interested in getting my pet groomed, and the first thing I'm thinking of, can you make my Pomeranian look like an eagle?
Look like a what? I'm sorry?
An eagle. For the kids, mostly. Some for me. Do you guys do specialty grooms?
I mean, we do like different shapes and stuff like that. Like, I know that like Poms can get like a lion cut or like a teddy bear cut.
Mm-hmm. What about an octagon?
I don't know about that.
Okay, well, if I can make my dog look like a parallelogram, that would be great. And I'm thinking something cool. Like, do you guys do dye jobs also? Because I'd like to. What about a Rubik's Cube or Tetris? Nothing.
Yeah, she was not with the shits.
Hollywood speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, how are you? I'm really thinking about getting my dog home on a vacation because she's had it rough. She's had a long year. And I'll tell you, she doesn't smell great, but she looks wonderful and she's a cute little lover and she likes to snuggle. Do you guys have companion for the dogs when they're there? Because she needs a lot of support and emotionally and physically, and she's just gonna have a nice time hanging with you guys. I already feel like this is a match made in heaven, in dog heaven, and all dogs do go to heaven. What do you think, sweetie?
Okay. So, well, this is an indoor daycare and hotel facility.
Mm-hmm.
So, through the day, the dogs are in the play area with other dogs, unless you don't want him or her to be with other dogs.
No, I did. Do you guys have a dog jacuzzi? Because she likes to really chill out and max and have a little doggy Mai Tai and maybe roll up a dog spliff and blaze that. And the thing is, she likes to keep it going. And if you take her to the dog dispensary, she gets her brand, but she doesn't like the booth carts. She likes the real thing. And I'll tell you right now, she hits it, she smokes it, she flips it, she vapes it, she tapes it. And I got to tell you something else about my dog. She is atomic.
Atomic dog. Oh, yeah.
Her name's Omar.
Omar in the house. What's up with it?
Can we come by? We're just going to drop her off. I'm not even going to pay. You're going to love hanging out with her so much. You're probably going to want to give her a job. Because she's atomic.
So, do you want to make a reservation with us, sir?
Yeah, I have no reservations about making a reservation.
I want to be an atomic dog.
She's like, fuck these fools.
What up? This is Debo.
What's Gucci?
What's
Chief
poppin'?
Great Rocker, Big Debo, representing that Funk Freaks crew.
So tell us about the Funk Freaks crew, what you guys are up to, what's going on.
Yeah, we essentially just, took the Took the keys when it came down to California, representing the Southern California style of culture, which is funk, like what we love and what we adopted in our lowrider culture scene. The whole what it is, just growing up in Southern California, tattooing, graffiti, hip hop, gangs, gang culture, and just it's a swarm of it and all. And we just labeled it street funk, and we just been riding with it for the past going on 12 years already, going on 13 years.
Okay, cool. And then you guys have chapters in other places?
Yeah, I lived in Barcelona, Spain for about a year. Made a lot of great connections out there, and then I ended up just we're a bunch of like record geeks, man. We geek out on the years, like production, rarity of records, from Nigerian boogie funk to Italio to jazz funk. We just like that's how we started off. And then next when I went over the pond and was living out there, I made these like bonds with these cats. And next I told them, what? Why don't you guys rep the crew? How I always saw it is like once we get connected on the music tip, like it's a bond that you will never break, and you actually get put on to new music, and it's a lot easier once you're already affiliated under one flag, one crew, and just rep it hard, And again, they all pay homage to us, the Chicanos out here playing 80s black music. So that's the cool part of it all.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And you guys have. You said there's a chapter in Russia?
Yeah, my boy is a good soul. We got Molotovsky, and we got Charlie Brown out there. That flown out and played in St. Petersburg twice already.
That's crazy.
And it's dope, man. They don't fuck around. They got heat. They party hard, and they got slaps, man. And they put you up on game like, oh shit, like they got records, man.
It's like they got Europe's got way more appreciation for the old shit than America, or at least LA or New York has. We're all on some other shit. Whereas like the older shit is more appreciated by people outside of the country.
Western culture.
Yeah, shit is so much more fleeting here. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of always on to the next. Funk Freaks has kind of like built this amazing fucking community, culture, underground thing. And it's like the parties are unrivaled, and they're really cracking, and people come out and they get dolled up and they dance, they boogie. And all these kids that are into it, it's like they say, like on the weekends, they don't say, I'm going to go out and rage it, or I'm going to go out and party. They say, I'm going to go out and boogie. And they come out and dance, and they play records, and they listen to this certain style of music. And it's really amazing. There's very few like new artists. There's a handful of us, like cats, that do it. But it's become this very cool thing. And
rite of passage, just to say, for modern funk artists, they want to go to one of our parties. Don't get me wrong, LA gets cracking over here, but like over there, you're deeply embedded into the culture of what is like that's really right there with the funk, with the lowrider scene is right there. It's, we got rides parked up, whole car clubs rolling through, and it's just it's a hell of a volo. Just go get down and have a great time. And it's kind of like you got to go in there to go see it for yourself, and get the whole sensation of it all.
The big word, the no word, culture, it's one that gets thrown around a lot, but like when the Funk Freaks parties do it, it's really that shit. And it's in the most non-ironic way, it's in like the most non-Silver Lake kids way, that like, okay, today we're gonna go party to the funk. Like these kids really live this shit. And when I think about it, it's like, you think back to like the early 50s, with the El Monte dances and like that song Pachuco Hop and all these things. Those were like real dances. And these shits that they throw, these kind of parties, it's the direct descendant of that, real Southern California, genuine. Los Angeles dances where they play this music, 80s black music, and people come out and they dance, and it's fucking incredible, and it's a phenomenon. And shout out to all the Funk Freaks out there, and all the youngsters, and the kids that are getting into it are getting younger and younger, and they come out to the shows and they know the songs, and it's become a really cool thing. And I'm just very fortunate to have my little corner of.
We're glad he's put out records with us. We just that's the thing about us. We're a record label as well. We're a clothing line. My girl has her boutique line, but we press records. We go and find records, sell records, throw events and whatnot, and anything to keep. We got my record shops as well. Anything to keep the culture alive. Realistically, when it comes down to it, producing music, helping artists come out and do whatever they can. Like. Record collecting is a dying art form. Actual DJing, mixing and blending is a dying art form. People are really, I guess, watering it down to an extent where it's not a karaoke night. The actual DJing culture is mixing, blending two records at the same time, beat matching and making it happen. You know, that's an art form, and we're just trying to keep it alive. We were heavy influence on the hip hop tip, like, so we were schooled on the doubles, slapping them up and everything and whatnot, and we try to incorporate that and bring that back into what it is, funk, and having doubles of funk, you know, slapping them up, and also just incorporate the DJing skills, like bringing it back, you know, at least hone the skills and like portray it and pay it homage to take it to that level. Like we try to take it there, because to us, the Beat Junkies were like the biggest influence for us, and they're hip hop DJs, you know, and they're from LA. A couple of cats, J Rock, he's from Orange County originally, but everybody, they're from LA. And then we just took that element, what they did with hip hop and DJing, and we're trying to incorporate it into funk music and doing it like that. So we're just, you know, trying to do the thing and keep it alive realistically, you know, the ways the times are going right now. People need that escapism.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Just my record shop. Every last Friday, we're at not Original Mics. Rest in peace, Original Mics.
Rest
OG
in peace
Mics.
to OG Mics. If you know, you know.
Yo, every last Friday, we're at 99 Bottles, second West End, downtown Santa Ana. First Friday, we're at 2J's in Fullerton. And yeah, shout out to everybody out there keeping busy. And shout out to Diamond Ortiz. You know, Diamond's been down since day one. You guys don't even know this guy. Talented individual right here, man. Seriously, on all levels, from reggae, rock, everything, soul, funk, anything, man. This guy could do it. It's all around talented dude. So shout out to Diamond. Always, you know what I mean? Everybody else on the record label, what up though?
That's right. That's right. Sick. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for pulling up, boys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
It's good. It's good.
Powerful
It's good to
Truth
have you
Angels.
too.
Hell yeah.
Much respect, Big Dog. Thank you for having us
Yeah, of
on your
course.
show
Oh,
and
yeah,
in your
man.
home. Happy
Yeah,
to be
brother.
here, man. Thank you
Yeah,
for letting
man.
us come
Yeah,
rep.
of course.